Hello everyone, my name is Sumit. In this video, we'll be looking at one of the ways in which just-in-time provisioning can be achieved for SailPoint. So, for example, here I have taken Okta as entity provider and SailPoint IIQ as the service provider. The benefit of doing JIT provisioning is to create an user immediately. Usually for employee onboarding, SailPoint is integrated with an external authoritative source like Workday. But if we have to create a contractor or a partner or a vendor who are external users, there is really no need to integrate with an external authoritative source as such. So let's see how we can do JIT provisioning for these type of users. So the first step towards that is to integrate these two applications, Okta and SailPoint, for single sign-on. So in my lab, I have already done that with the help of SAML 2.0 protocol. Then the first step is to create a external user like a contractor or a partner in the IDP side. So proper credentials and access needs to be given for the application. User then tries to authenticate to the entity provider by giving the username password. Uh, After that, user will then try to access the service provider. As you can see the icon here. So this is an example of IDP initiated single sign-on. Uh, Okta will try to create a SAML assertion with all the required attributes which are needed at the SP side. So in this example, I have taken these many attributes. SP is then going to consume the SAML assertion with all the attributes, and then after that we will see a example of just-in-time provisioning where I have written a custom rule which will create the user in the SailPoint side. So let's see how this can be done. So in my lab, I have already completed the configurations of single sign-on. Additionally, what I have done is let me go to the configuration. So you can see that these are the configurations for single sign-on. Apart from this, I have created a custom attribute called as a user type in Okta side. So what will happen is the first name, last name, and user type of Okta are going to be called as Okta first name, Okta last name, and Okta type when they will be received at the service provider side. So let me click on this button here, which is preview SAML assertion. So you can see that the SAML assertion is showing me the first name as Sumit, the Okta last name as Mahajan, and Okta user type as administrator. So this is only for example. Now, if I go to the directory to see the users, I have one test user here called as a Bhavesh Gupta. This user, if I go to the attributes of this user, is a partner here as per user type. And if I go to the application, user is not having the access to the SailPoint. So we'll give that. I will go to the SailPoint side as well to show that I have already configured the single sign-on configurations. So that is inside this login configurations. So all that is already done. Let me go to the entity warehouse to show that this user, which is Bhavesh Gupta, is right now not present here. So if JIT provisioning is done after single sign-on, that user will be automatically created. All right. So the first thing which I will do is I will go to the application, which is SailPoint, and I will assign this user Bhavesh. He's a partner. Save, done. Now this user has access to SailPoint application. All right. Now the only thing which I need to do is log into the browser. So this is a IDP initiated single sign-on. I have already created this user. This is the password, this is the username. So let me copy this here and sign in. Now the user can see that he has access to the SailPoint IIQ application. Now if I click on this, what should happen is the SSO process is going to not only create the user, it is also going to sign in the user. So we can see that the user is created in SailPoint and the SSO is also done for Bhavesh Gupta user. Now let's see how it was done. So for that, in the SailPoint side, I have created a Java code, which is a custom rule here. And here you can see that the first thing is I've tried to print all the attributes of assertion, SAML assertion, which are coming from Okta. So that is printed in the log file. So let me quickly show the log file as well of Tomcat. So we can see here that these are the attributes. So Okta first name, Okta user type, Okta last name, and name ID. So these are all coming from Okta side and printed at the SailPoint side. Now after printing that, I'm extracting all these attributes which are coming from Okta in a few variables. Then an identity is created by setting all these attributes: name, email, first name, last name, and user type, and then it is saved. So these steps are going to create the user at the SailPoint side. So that's how the just-in-time provisioning works. And the last step is that the same identity is returned in the rule so that SAML correlation can be done. So that's how the user is created. Now to verify that the user is really created or not in SailPoint, we'll go to the identities, and then we can see that Bhavesh Gupta is now created, and this user is a external user, which means that he's a partner basically. So first name, last name, email, username, and the user type is all set here. So that's how we do JIT provisioning with the help of custom rule. So let me go back to the diagram here. Yeah, so the user logged in here in IDP. User was given the access there. User then authenticated. So this was a IDP initiated SSO process, and then all the attributes were passed from Okta to the service provider. And then with the help of a custom rule, the user was created, and then at the same time the user was also passed on to the SAML correlation rule so that SSO can be done here. So that's how we can achieve just-in-time provisioning at the SailPoint side. Hope this video was helpful. If you have any thoughts, please share your comments on the video. Thank you very much.